All right, good morning. If we could come to attention, we'll go ahead and get started. All right, my name is Mike Fox, and I'm the chairman of our Board of Transportation, and I'd like to welcome everyone to our Thursday, January 9th, 2020 Board of Transportation meeting. I'd like to welcome all of our staff, our board members, and our guests. Thank you for coming and participating in our business. We're obviously in a different venue than we normally are. If there's anybody who can't see anything or can't hear, let me know. We've got Dirk Cody and Valerie Jordan on the phone. Do you guys hear us?
Yes, I'm here.
Dirk, you there? Yeah, we may have lost Dirk, but we do have a quorum, so I'll declare that we have a quorum. And we'll start with the ethics statement. Great, thanks, Dirk. Thank you. In accordance with State Government Ethics Act, Executive Order Number 2, issued on January 12, 2009, and NCGS Section 143B-350, it is the duty of every board member to avoid both conflicts of interest and appearances of conflict. To comply with this statement and the state ethics law, I ask whether any board member has a known conflict of interest or appearance of conflict with respect to any matters coming before the board today. If so, please identify the conflict or appearance of conflict when the item appears on the agenda for consideration, refrain from any undue participation in a particular matter involved, and sign before our notary the declaration that has been provided to you for such purpose. And when we reach the action item section of the agenda, I'll give everyone a chance to note any conflicts they may have. Our first item of business is the consideration of the December 5th, 2019 meeting minutes. Those have been distributed. Has everyone had a chance to review them, and are there any corrections or additions? Seeing none, is there a motion for approval? Motion by Alan, second by John. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right. Our next section is the information section and delegated authority. That's pretty straightforward this time. I'll just note for the record that items C, D, E, H, and L are delegated to the secretary and require no formal action by the board. And in item C, all projects were awarded by the secretary to the lowest bidder. All right, on to the action item section, the approval of projects. Is there anyone who has a conflict they would like to note? Let's see, Tony.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I got too many to read all through them this month. I've turned it in. I'll just say I have 10 of them. I got 4 in item O, 2 in item I, and for items K, M, N, and R, 1 each in those, and leave it at that.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right, I have a conflict, several items in the municipal agreements section involving the city of Greensboro that I have a conflict on, and I have the paperwork that I'll turn in as well. Anyone else? All right, is there any discussion about any of the items or a motion to approve?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
All right, motion by Billy, second by Jack. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. So you're probably thinking now that this is the quickest board meeting ever. But I'm going to talk for a while. So I know everybody wants that, right? Because I think I've got like, and did we time it out at an hour and a half of remarks? No. No, we're going to be brief. But I really just wanted to talk a little bit about our event here and thank everyone for their hard work and their participation. I know several of our board members have participated in either introducing topics or panels and discussions, and our staff has been obviously incredibly involved. I'd like to, thank Greer and her whole team, and Blake King in particular. I know Blake really, did a lot of the heavy lifting on this event, and then Ann and her team. They've worked very hard, and there's a whole there's a whole team of people that you see down there when you come in and do the registration, and those folks have been doing a great job in terms of greeting people and anything anybody needed, they've been doing a good job. So if you get a chance, mention that to them, tell them thank you, because they really are the face of this organization at this event. So I noticed last night we had some great news coverage of the event. News 14 did, a whole half hour of their Capital Tonight show, here, live. Well, it wasn't live, but, they filmed it here. You may have seen the little thing that they set up. I had people from all over the state, text me and say, hey, that looks like a great event. I'm sorry I couldn't come, so we're getting really good coverage out of that. And I know several of you and the secretaries had numerous interviews, with media. And so I think if the goal was to start and have a conversation about the future of transportation in North Carolina, we've certainly accomplished that very well. And I've gotten great feedback from the attendees of the conference about the topics and the speakers and everything. I know we've been teasing Mr. Alford a little bit about the decline of the automobile, or at least the internal combustion engine automobile. But I think part of what you want to do is you want to spark discussion. Whether you agree or disagree with the conclusion, having the conversation is important. And I heard several people say about that particular presentation that it was both exhilarating and terrifying, no matter what business you were in, because the basic message was don't get comfortable, because it's going to change, which I think is accurate for the world. But I appreciate everyone stepping up, being involved, leading sessions and such. And it's the hard work of all the people in this room and throughout our organization that makes this possible. Did anybody, any board members have any comments? Or Billy?
I just wanted to say, Mr. Chairman, when I heard we were going to do this again, first of all, I really enjoyed the one last year. When I heard we were going to do it again, I thought, well, isn't that too soon? But given all the changes between last year and this year, I think the answer is no. We probably should do it every year.
And we need to do it every 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. Just having been here one last year and going to it this year, there's tremendous change just in the last year.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike?
I was talking to General Trojan and said, about a year from now, I'll be able to hire a bot to be my artificial intelligence attorney. So, I just don't know.
Clearly, there will be regulations against that.
Could happen.
You do not want to pay a machine $400 an hour.
He's not concerned about the decline of automobiles. He's going to have the first E-Hang dealership in Jacksonville.
Working on my logo.
Anyone else? Well, thank y'all, and we've got another full, exciting day today. I hate that I had a couple of little side meetings that people had wanted to have, while we were here, and I missed the beginning of Hugh's, panel, and I wonder, did you open up with the hog call?
I was tempted.
You practiced it during the walkthrough,
I feared the rest.
and I thought Greer was going to just die.
I thought about it.
But that was a very good hog call. So I would encourage the next time we have a board dinner, maybe you could open us up like
Well,
that.
next time we have a board meeting,
And you've heard us. That's going to go on the agenda there. That's right.
He did go off script.
Shocking.
Much better than last year.
Well, for February, we're back to our normal meeting, in the highway building. So I look forward to that. Thank you all for coming, and I know, for anyone who came to the autonomous flying vehicle demonstration. You know, you've been here 2.5 full days, so I know that's a large time commitment, but I think everyone would agree that it's well worth it. So, and it's good to see our DEs. We've missed you guys. So, hopefully we'll see you back in February. So, yes, Connie.
I was talking to my wife last night, and she said that she had a friend mention to her that they saw coverage on the national news of the air taxi demonstration.
Yes, I got word that was on the Today Show, I believe. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, that, it's easy to say that something's a big deal, but that's really a big deal. Yeah, so, and thank you to our staff and, you know, our secretary for continuing to put us in the leadership role. So, as the governor said, first in flight was not only history, but it's now, so, for North Carolina. Any other comments or any other business?
You know, it might be appropriate to give our staff a round of applause.
Yeah. All right, if there's no other business, I'll look for a motion to adjourn. All right, motion by Lisa, sorry. Is there a second? Second by Tony. All in favor? All right, we're adjourned. Valerie and Dirk, thank you for participating.